guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be warning you guys about this scam that's going around, and I'm going to tell you guys about it, and I'm making a video about it so you guys don't get scammed by this, because this is like getting a really big scam, and people are getting scammed by legendaries, mega neon legendaries and neon legendaries, and it's just really bad. And yeah, so let's just get on to it. Okay, so basically people are what they're doing is that they walk up to anyone and they're like, hey, do you want to help me with a YouTube video? And they're probably gonna be like, yeah, sure, what do I need to do? And then they say, oh, you have to put a legendary, like a frost dragon, and put it in our trade and accept. I won't accept, I'm just gonna edit it. And they'll be like, are they gonna say that? And they're gonna be like, and I'll just accept, but I'll give it right back, and then I'll give you I'll give it back after, and I'll give you other legendaries also. And they'll be like, okay, sure. They're probably gonna be like, okay, sure. And then they do it, and then the person after the thumbnail that they're gonna do, which is actually a lie. They're not actually doing a thumbnail. They're just fake YouTubers that are just scamming. They are actually just trying to scam you, and what they're gonna do with those pets, they're just gonna keep them and like try to flex on anything. And once they get the pet, once they do it, they're probably gonna send the other person the trade request, the victim the trade request. They're gonna accept it, thinking they're gonna get their pets back, and put their legendary or the pet and add other legendaries. And then when they accept, they leave the game, which means that they still keep the legendary pet that the victim got scammed by. Now, other people do it other ways, so it's more believable, where they say, oh, you can add any pet you want. So like the person's probably gonna be like, oh, okay, so they don't get scammed. They're probably just gonna put like a common. But other people have been scammed by shadow dragons, frost dragons, neon dragons, kitsunes, and it's just really bad. And I don't really think that should be a thing, because I just feel really bad for the people that do get scammed by those stuff, because I don't really think it's right to scam people, because the other person probably worked so hard to make their neon pet, or like if they got scammed by their neon pet, they probably worked so hard to get their neon pet and to make it all full grown, especially if it's a neon legendary, because legendaries are really hard to like grow up and stuff. And they just put all their hard work just for them to get scammed. So it's just really bad. So that's like a scam that's going around. And so if you're watching this video and anyone ever says that to you, always say no. Like, you need to say no, or else you're gonna get scammed. And especially if you have a good pet out, you should also confront them and say no, and then like call them a scammer, but not private chatting, so everyone knows that they're a scammer and they get called out for being a scammer. So that's how it should be. And I don't really think it's like not really like a scam that's going around that much anymore. Barely any people do it. People now scam by trust trading, which is also not good, because they say, oh, want to trust trade? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then when they trust trade, they're like, okay, but you first, and add a legendary, and I'll give you this so-and-so pet that's like better. And then they're like, okay, I'll do it. And then they put the pet, and then right after they leave the game, which is not a good trade, and I just don't think that's good, because like that probably took a long time to get that legendary, or just from luck, and it's just sad how people actually have to lose it. So if someone tells you to trust you first, or any of those things that I said, always say no, because it's not good and you're just gonna get scammed. At the end of the day, it's not gonna be worth it. Another person is probably going to be so happy because they got a pet and everything. But it's just not worth it. So just don't fall for those, please, because it's just not worth it. By the way, guys, I'm just taking this swan out because I'm trying to make it full grown. I don't know why. I just want to make my pets full grown. Or I'm also trying to make a neon. So I think I'm just going to make a neon right now. I'm going to work on... oh, wait. I thought I had 2 full ones. I was like, wait, what? I'm going to work on the junior. And I just, like... just always say no to if someone wants to, like... if you know this scam is a thing, always say no. Because, like, even if you already know, you're like, sure. Don't add anything. Or if... another thing, which would be a good idea, I've done this before, is if someone says, trust trade me, but you first. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go first. And then when I go first, I just offer like a toy or like something bad or food or something. And the toy I usually do is, it's not really a toy, but it's this balloon thing. And I have a bunch of them. So that's why I just always give them away for like scams. Someone has a penguin. She's really cute. And I just... so, another scam that people are saying is basically they say they take out like a really good pet. So, like, let's say they had like a good pet, and they say, okay, who wants a legendary pet? And then they have it, and a bunch of people will be like, me, and then like they're like, okay, come here, follow me. And then they'll be like, okay, and then everyone follows them to like this corner or something. And after they just, when they're in the corner, they're like, okay, all of you have to trust trade me a good pet or a pet. And then people are going to be like, okay, because they really want that other legendary pet. And, people will maybe sometimes offer legendaries, ultra rares, and yeah, it's just like not good. So don't do that. And after you trust trade them, they're gonna decline. They're gonna accept and leave, and everyone else do it, and then leave the game. So I don't suggest you guys do that, because you guys are gonna get scammed, and a lot of you guys probably do not want to get scammed. So I suggest not to do that. So I suggest just saying no to all of them. So if anyone ever tells you any of those 3 scams, always say no, because you really are gonna get scammed. And maybe if you've never seen this video, you should share this video. I'm not doing it for clout or anything. I'm just doing it to warn all of you guys, because I do not want any of you guys getting scammed, because getting scammed is really wrong. And the fact that people still do this on Adopt Me, it's kind of sad, because Adopt Me is supposed to be like a fun game where you adopt pets and to see who has good pets and like trading good stuff and like, yeah. And then scammers just come and then they're just like, hey, let's scam this person. And I just think it's kind of sad. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't scam. And if anyone does those 3 scams like I keep saying, just keep ignoring them. Just, you could either pretend, you'd be like, okay, and do the toy thing that I said, like a toy you don't use or food or something, and that will get them to stop bothering you. Say no, offer pet. Just say no, the only thing I'm gonna offer is food or toys or whatever you want to do, just not pets, because that's what their aim is. Their aim is pets, which you don't want. which you probably worked so hard for to get your pets, and you don't want to get scammed by them. So always offer like food, toys, or like a common stroller that you don't use. So yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you guys so much for almost 10 subscribers already. I like literally just started my YouTube channel and almost have 10 subscribers, and I'm so thankful. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. So I'm gonna be giving away this ultra rare bee once we hit 10 or 15 subscribers. So you guys comment down below if it should be at 10 or 15 subscribers when I should give away this ultra rare bee. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I love you so much. Bye.